Welcome to all you Scorpios. This is your monthly horoscope for November of 2019, and for some of you, happy birthday. What a month for you. What a month. There's so much emphasis on you. Already there was an emphasis in October on the sign of Scorpio, but now as well, even more. Or not even more, but in a different way. If you want to see the yearly horoscopes, by the way, for 2020, check it out, because I already made those videos and you can have a look at my YouTube channel playlists and you'll find it. But what's going on with you Scorpios? Well, if there is a time of reinventing yourself, it is the month of November. I mean, you already had last month in October, you had Venus and Mercury there, really making you extremely sexual, attractive, and very attractive also in a charming way, Venus, but also in a way of being witty with Mercury there, and very smart, so to speak, and attracting more people than you normally do. And that is because of those two planets in your sign. Now Mercury stays there. Mercury stays there in your sign for, it goes retrograde even at the very beginning of the month, it goes retrograde. And it does that, it stops at 27 degrees of Scorpio, so at the very end of it. And then it goes backwards. And then it goes over it again. So Mercury goes direct around about the 21st of the month. But what does it mean for you? So all Scorpios will feel that, of course. But the ones who've got planets there around the 27 degrees of Scorpio will feel it mostly. And these are people who have a birthday. Let's have a look. Who have a birthday around and about the 16th of November up until the 22nd of November. You will feel this the most, this retrograde, this change, this deep transformational self-analysis. Why do I say self-analysis? Because 27 degrees of Scorpio is a degree, is the place where the fixed star is located, which is called Toliman or Bungula, and this is all about self-analysis. So if you have a birthday around those dates, or if you've got planets around the very end of Scorpio, you're probably someone who's very self-analytical and very stubborn as well. That's another thing that is said about this fixed star. But that means that for all of us, there is some analysis going on here. And of course in Scorpio in itself already is very much pointing towards going deep and not and really going deep in order to transform, and in order that you can have that really authentic experience of self. And this is what has happened. So it's quite deep month, but with Mercury there going over your ascendant, it means that you're going to think a lot about yourself, a lot about how, on a communication level, of course, because it's Mercury, but how you influence and how you inspire other people on a very deep level. Or you can think about how you express yourself in an even more authentic way than you already did. Because Scorpio is about the things that are hidden. So it could mean for you that especially when you've been keeping a secret for a long time, for instance, for someone, this is a time when you say that to another person, a significant other person, because the first house and the seventh house is other people. So it's a good timing for that, and it's good that you take your time for that. Because although this is not easy to do, there is this transformative healing effect of it. That, there's always stuff that when we are in connection with other people that we don't like to talk about, especially when it is taboo. And there's so many things that are still taboo these days. So now is the time to talk about it. Now is the time to not put it under the carpet anymore, because then it's going to get a negative energy and a toxic energy. And you don't want that, especially not when you're a Scorpio. You want to release, and you want the transformation of that. So very, very interesting to have a look at yourself, but in the way where you can transform yourself. And also When Mars will shift into Scorpio, which will be at the very end of the month, around the 20th, then it's time to initiate. And I would recommend, if you want to start new things, to do it after the Mercury retrograde, which is after the 21st of November. Because Mars in your sign will give you that energy to start new things, to start from scratch, to start a new project. And probably before that time, you will have thought a lot about it. And it has to do a lot with your life path, and it has to do a lot with you. So what an interesting time for you Scorpios. And do it in the Scorpionic way. Take your time, be strategic, and you'll be fine. Another thing that is quite interesting, and it's only a couple of days, but I love to mention this, is Venus conjunct Jupiter happening in Sagittarius at the very end of the month. So around the 23rd, 24th, 25th of November. Good days for you for, it's in your second house. So for acquiring something beautiful, something meaningful, something, maybe some books, some philosophical books, but anything that gives you meaning, that gives you purpose. For some of you, it's money. So it could be a pay raise, it could be money coming your way. It could mean and for some of you, it has nothing to do with money, but it has to do with your self-worth. So your talents, or you're getting that feeling from within that you're using all the talents that you're having, that you're using that buoyancy and that inspirational energy to share your talents with other people. So very nice days for you to acquire something beautiful, to acquire something very, very important for you as well, to buy something that you've been wanting to buy for a long time. And the conjunction shows that you're really, really going to enjoy it. So having said that, Scorpio, have a tremendous month. Have a very good month. You know, Mercury retrogrades, they're all about going deep in itself already. So you're going to like it, most of you. Thank you so much for watching and for your time. And if you want a reading, get in touch. Bye-bye.